Have you ever wondered how multi-millionaire Alex Hormozi is building muscles while building a billion-dollar business? I have done the research, and in this video I will break down his 3 simple principles so you can get jacked while crushing your business goals. By the way, I'm Felix. I went from skinny to jacked, and now I help entrepreneurs do the same. His first principle is consistency. Just like building a business, building muscles takes consistency. Working out multiple times every week, over and over and over. I saw a post from Alex Hormozi. He had 5 steps on how to build muscles. The first 4 was going to the gym, eating a lot of protein, like training and nutrition. But the last step was wait 10 years. That is what he said. Being consistent for 10 years. That's how he has been building a lot of muscles. But you can do it much faster. Like, I transformed my body in 4 years. I also saw a video from him when he talked about how he is so consistent. And it all started with him choosing a training style he enjoyed. He said he had tried like swimming, different type of workout styles, but then he found lifting weights, and that has worked best for him. So from that, I learned the importance of training in a way you enjoy, so you can do it like for years. And that's true. It became much more easy for me to be consistent when I made my workouts more enjoyable. Like, I made a change last year because I wanted to spend more time in my business. So I decided to do shorter workouts, restructure. After like one day I was thinking, okay, how would I work out like in the future when I'm not that obsessed over building muscles anymore? I would probably used to do like daily short workouts, training for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And I said, I still want to build a lot, I still want to build muscles. Let me do 40-minute workouts. And that is what I did. I started doing daily 40-minute workouts instead of maybe 5 times per week for 1 hour, 1.5 hours. I did short workouts and they became much more enjoyable. That is something you can do, making your workouts more enjoyable. But at the same time, when I started going to the gym, I didn't enjoy going to the gym. It started becoming enjoyable last year for me, when I had worked out for like 3 years. And then I changed to this type of style. Before that, it was like a lot of suffering, a lot of pain. I thought the gym was boring. But then I started building more muscles. I made some changes, and the workouts became more enjoyable. That is something you can do to become more consistent. Try having faster workouts. 30-minute workouts are enough if you just like go hard. I think faster workouts are more enjoyable. Also, training with a friend is more enjoyable for me. So that is something I do sometimes. But also choosing exercises I like. It was a period I stopped doing bench press because I had done some research and found out it's not that good. But then I said, like, fuck it, like, I miss doing bench press. I like doing it. That's like my favorite, almost my favorite exercise in the whole like gym. I started doing it again, and I started doing exercises I enjoyed. I didn't like obsess over the scientific studies which, oh, do bicep curls with a barbell instead of dumbbells because it increased muscle growth by 0.4%. I stopped listening to those scientists talking about that shit. I just thought I need to train all my muscle groups, but let me choose exercises I enjoy. And that is what I did, and that also made my workouts more enjoyable. If you are a beginner, just know that it will become more and more enjoyable for every single day. Just think of it when you started business. When you started your business, it probably wasn't that enjoyable in the beginning, when you were not making any money, when you were doing like everything by your own. But now you probably enjoy it much more. That's the case for me. Now I think it's much more enjoyable than before because I got them better at it. I get better results, and I know for a fact I will just like it more and more over time. When I get better, when I get better, I make more money. Like, it will become more enjoyable. That's the same with the gym. But also Alex Hormozi, he talks about not relying on motivation and relying on discipline instead. Because for me, there are days I don't want to go to the gym, but I use my discipline to do it anyways. Don't care like how I'm feeling, just do it anyways. And he talks about that you need to have the discipline to make your meals and your workouts a habit. And after that, it become like much easier to just like keep going. And I agree. Like now I have been going to the gym for over 6 months every single day. It was discipline in the beginning to start going to the gym more, go from 3 times up to 4, then 5, then 6, do that, and I start doing 7 times no rest. But now it's a habit. It's like brushing my teeth. Like, okay, every day I go to the gym. I'll go to the gym today, tomorrow, the next day, the next day. I know every day I'm gonna go to the gym. It's like making my bed now. But I needed to have that discipline in the beginning to make it a habit. Discipline is also very important to be consistent. And if you're an entrepreneur, you want to build more muscles without sacrificing your business, without spending hours in the gym or in the kitchen, you can get a free coaching call with me where I will help you out personally, make sure you're consistent with the gym, you improve your diet, improve your workouts, whatever you need help with. Just click the top link in the description and you will be able to book a call with me. But how did I build my discipline? Because I've been going to the gym every day for 6 months. That's an accomplishment. It's very rare that someone has done it. I've probably like never met someone who's done that. But building my discipline, it all started with having a morning routine. I know Alex Hormozi says don't have a morning routine, it's a scam, you just like get straight to work. But for me, having a morning routine really helped to build up the discipline. Now when I wake up, I take a cold shower every morning. Then after that, I do some push-ups, meditate, make my bed, and then I pray. That's my morning routine. Takes around 20 minutes. But the point of it is doing hard things. Doing small hard things. Like going to the gym. It can take like an hour, 1.5 hours. You will be away from your home. But taking a cold shower, 1.5 minutes, and it's built up the discipline. It's very hard, but yeah, I do it anyways. It builds up the discipline. So going to the gym become easier. Eating the right meals become easier. Being consistent. Same with the meditation, the push-ups. I don't want to do it, but I do it anyway. So every morning I train my mind. And if you're like Alex Hormozi, you just wake up, go straight to work. Yeah, I respect that. If it works for you, then keep on doing that. Keep on doing that. Then you can do those things later during the day. Like at the middle of the day, take a cold shower. Or let's say right before you go to bed, do 100 push-ups. But just a daily habit. Just a daily habit that is hard, you don't want to do, but you do it anyways, every day. It can be doing 50 push-ups in the morning before you start working, for example. But use something small that you do every day to train your mind and build up discipline. So you go to the gym. So you can go to the gym, push hard in the gym when you don't feel like doing it, because you trained your mind. So that's the first principle. The second principle is eating 200 grams of protein every day. So Alex Hormozi has eaten 200 grams of protein every day for almost 20 years now. And that's crazy. 200 grams of protein is a lot. But it makes sense why he's like the biggest fuck, because 200 grams of protein will make you build a lot of muscle. And protein is very important for building muscles. You can think of it like this, because protein for building muscles is like marketing for your business. You need it to get results. If you have no marketing, you will get like no leads, no calls booked, not make any sales. And same with protein. Protein is the fuel. Protein is the fuel for your muscles. That is what build up the muscles. Just like marketing is what like give you leads and eventually make you sales. And for me myself, when I started having more protein and focusing on eating like more high protein foods, I started building much more muscles. It's a game changer. Most people don't build a lot of muscles because they don't eat enough protein. So some high protein foods are meat and eggs. Like those are the two best. Meat, it can be steak, ground beef, chicken, ground chicken. Alex Hormozi likes especially ground turkey and steak, but especially meat has a lot of protein. Very good. Alex Hormozi says it also make him like feel good and like feel energetic. It's the same for me. When every time I eat like steak, I always feel like going to the gym and like working out. I feel really strong. Not only that, it has a lot of protein that fuels my muscles. So just eating more protein will help you build more muscles. It's a very easy thing. Like meat tastes good. Like every man likes eating meat. Eggs, I also like them. I usually scramble them. I have started liking them a lot. Can have it with toast if you want, or just eat it from a bowl. That's what I do. But So if you have 5 eggs, that will give you 30 grams of protein. Then if you have 5 eggs, that will give you 30 grams of protein. Then if you have 750 grams of meat, like steak, ground beef, chicken, that will give you around 150 grams of protein. That together is 180. Then you will probably eat something else. Like if you have some potatoes or some nuts, peanut butter is also good to like get calories in and bulk up. Maybe you have some rice. You probably eat something with the meat, and that will give you those extra like 20 grams of protein to go up to 200. But I would say if you weigh about like 150 pounds or 170, but if you weigh up like below 200 pounds, then you don't really need 200 grams of protein to like build muscles. Like the recommendation is 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So if you like 150 pounds, then 150 grams of protein every day is enough for you to build muscles. But more protein equals like more gains. So if you eat more eggs, more meat, you will get more muscles. But it's not a must to build muscles, like 200 grams of protein. That is what Hormozi does. He's like already big, so he need like more protein to build muscles. Same with me. I need to eat more than I used to do because I have muscles. My muscles need more to grow. But for you, if you don't have a lot of muscles right now, then you can aim for like 150 grams of protein, or like your body weight in grams of protein. So if you want 60 pounds, 160 grams of protein, that's enough. If you want some help with your diet, how to implement this, make sure you get enough protein and how to structure your day, I can help you out on a free coaching call, and you will also get a diet plan on there, which is designed for busy entrepreneurs that want to build more muscles. So top link in the description if you want to book a call with me. The third principle from Alex Hormozi to build muscles without sacrificing your business is training hard. So just like in business, Alex Hormozi works very hard in the gym too. I saw a couple of videos of him working out. He was really pushing himself. He was like screaming when he was working out and like pushing himself, going to failure, meaning he went like as hard so he couldn't like do the last rep. Like he gave his all. And you can think of it like sunbathing. Like when you're out in the sun shirtless, when you do that, like your body, like for me, my body gets brown. Like I get a bit darker because my body reacts. It feels like it feels that it is in the sun and it needs to get a bit darker, get a bit brown to protect itself from the sun. And it's same with building muscles and like going to failure. When I'm in the gym doing bicep curls, the last rep is looking like this. When I'm trying that hard, it tells my body he really tried to get those weights up that hard. He gave everything, but he couldn't do it. We need to get stronger. We need to get bigger. So a couple of weeks later, I have built some more muscles because my body reacted. Like that's basically how building muscle works. You do a movement and your body feels, this is hard, like this is heavy. We need to get stronger so we can do that in the future. It's very simple. Just like being out in the sun, you get a bit darker. Like lifting things heavy and going to failure, you will get a bit more muscles. So start going to failure as much as possible. I go to failure on every single set, but for you, I would start with at least one of your 3 sets. So let's say you do bench press, the last set, go to failure, meaning you do until you can't. And if you do bench press, you need like a spot, a guy that like help you, so you don't kill yourself. But bicep curls, you don't need any help, and like triceps and like shoulders, it's only like bench press and like squats that can be a bit hard, those compound movements. But all the other exercises, then go to failure. And I think that helped me go to failure more was increasing my testosterone. Testosterone is the sex hormone for men, making us like more manly, build more muscles, feel stronger, have better recovery, have the masculine aggression. You probably can imagine yourself those like big guys with like fucking a lot of with like high as fuck testosterone. You go around like this, like you want to have that energy in the gym to just go around like this, like push hard and fucking be a beast, scream, like train hard as fuck. And testosterone does that. And I have a full testosterone boost protocol where things I do daily to increase my testosterone, and you can get it for free if you have a coaching call with me. So if you want that, you can have a coaching call with me. Just book it, top link description. I will help you out, and at the end you can get a free testosterone boost protocol. But some habits I do to increase it is eating a lot of eggs. Eggs is great for testosterone. Has a lot of cholesterol, which help us produce more testosterone. So I have 8 eggs almost every day. 5 to my breakfast. That's just a standard. That's nothing I change. 5 every day to my breakfast. Then I usually have 3 in the afternoon too. So start having at least 4 eggs. At least 4 eggs. That would, like, have 4 eggs today. That's your actionable step for this video, and you will feel the power. You will feel so much stronger. You'll go to the gym, push hard. You'll go to the gym, push harder. You'll actually like start feeling like a man, feeling like a beast. But then also avoiding sugar is a very big one. Like, stop eating fucking bullshit. Stop eating junk food. Most people are so delusional. They think, okay, but it's just about the calories. But it's not about the calories, because let's say a donut, yeah, it gives you calories, but it has sugar that destroy your testosterone, that make you feel weak, feel tired, build less muscles. That is what everyone is missing. High sugar foods is fucking horrible. It's very stupid to eat them. Why should you eat them? Because it tastes good. Why? It makes you weaker. The thing that worked for me was just slowly having it less and less. Eating junk food less and less and less until I could stop. It was hard, because reality is everyone is addicted to it. Everyone is addicted as fuck to sugar. They won't admit it, but they are. It's so hard to go 1 week without junk food. You probably know that. And when you're gonna stop sugar, you will feel that too. But it's a superpower. You build much more muscles from doing that. That is what happened to me. I stopped sugar, I got jacked as fuck, because I had more energy to go to gym. I had more testosterone to push hard, build more muscles after gym. I stopped having a bad immune system, a bad like recovery system, and I didn't destroy my muscles anymore. They were actually growing after my workout. That's a cheat code. Quitting sugar, but also getting enough vitamin D helps with testosterone. So I take vitamin D supplements that help me get enough vitamin D, because where I live, it's not a lot of sunlight, especially on the winters. It's very dark. I take vitamin D supplements every day, and that has helped me increase my testosterone. Then another thing that has helped me push hard in the gym and like go to failure is not having my phone. Because I used to have my phone, used to like scroll, check messages in between sets, and that was very distracting, because when I did my set, I was thinking of what I have just like bought. My brain was a bit messed up from that, and I couldn't like really focus on the workout. But then one day I saw a YouTube video, just like you're doing right now. A guy said, stop having your phone to the gym. I stopped, I had it in the locker room, and since that I just continued like that, and my workouts have been much better. My workouts are faster, I can push harder, go to failure more. Stop having your phone into the gym, and you will see how much harder you will push. This was Alex Hormozi's 3 principles to build muscles without sacrificing your business. And if you're an entrepreneur that want to get jacked faster and easier, you need these 5 bulking hacks in the video right here, so you can get jacked. Become react brother. Bah!